Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am back with another video. We're going to be talking about Bob McNair in just a quick hot second. Basically, Bob McNair, for those out there who's been living under a rock, allow my brother to explain. Bob McNair is the owner of the Houston Texans, Houston Texans, excuse me. And he had some words about athletes protesting and using that platform during the national anthem. He said some choice words that did not agree with the players union as well as the athletes. There are several owners out there felt like that was the wrong choice of words. Basically, he said we can't have a system set up to where the inmates run the prison. And that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, particularly when this individual was a heavy contributor to Donald Trump, as well as Robert Kraft. And there are other owners out there who were who sponsored Donald Trump, who were contributors of Donald Trump. But it just makes it even worse for this situation. Now, a lot of what is really going on with the NFL is, ever since Colin Kaepernick protest trying to make awareness for Black Lives Matter, this kind of spiraled the wrong way. A lot of people basically were saying that what Colin Kaepernick did was wrong. He's disrespecting veterans. He's disrespecting the flag. He's not really making awareness for Black Lives Matter. His only concern is himself, particularly since as far as the NFL goes, he couldn't find a job in the NFL. So a lot of people were using all of these excuses on why this was wrong for Colin Kaepernick to do. Now, when you protest, it's going to rub people the wrong way. You can't protest and make it enjoyable for everybody. To me personally, I felt like if you have to protest to make awareness about Black Lives Matter, which technically he did, because now this is a trending topic, and now other athletes are coming up to the fold, and now they're protesting because of this. Now, the NFL player union wants to just sit down with the owners and discuss their concerns about the protest, but what's going on in their society. And I don't see the owners having an issue with this. But however, I feel like if the owners really try to push this rule where now players have to stand up for the national anthem and enforce that rule, then it's only going to make the NFL kind of tainted and be put in the wrong sort of light. I feel like how they've been handling it, where it's up to the player to pay his respects as far as the national anthem go. He does have a right to protest. There is no legislation or rule out there that says that he shouldn't protest. But I felt like when he initially did this last year, he was trying to gain awareness for Black Lives Matter. Now, a lot of people try to cloud this narrative, basically coming out of the woodwork, saying that he really didn't care about the NFL. He really didn't want a future in the NFL. He's trying to destroy the NFL. He's not disrespecting the national anthem or the flag or the military. It was none of that. And to me, I understood why he did the protest. However, I felt like it could have been done in a better way. But in actuality, it really gained awareness for Black Lives Matter, as well as what's going on and affecting the urban society. what's going on in a lot of people's environments. Okay, last year, a lot of situations where unarmed black males were being killed by the police, okay, at an alarming rate, okay, and Colin Kaepernick and others are just stating this and saying we need to make more of this and make more of awareness for this, okay. That's the only real reason why he protests. Now, what Bob McNair said about we're going to have a system set up to where the prisoners are running the inmates are running the prison. I remember a lot of I remember this same type of talk 10 years ago or even more. Basically, a lot of owners have that mentality. Basically saying that we run the NFL, not the players. And thus far is pretty much accurate, okay? Really not a lot of no NFL player has more power or a bigger voice in the NFL platform. It's not like the NBA. LeBron James can state his opinions about the NBA as well as things outside of the NBA, and really don't have to worry about being penalized for it, because he's an entity and a voice and a brand just like the owners, okay? They sort of in the NBA, they sort of share this power and this responsibility. With the NFL, it's more of, it's an owner's league. It's not a player's league, okay? And the one thing owners have a hard time with is players having a platform and having a voice, okay? And like I said earlier, a lot of owners use that saying for a long period of time. We can't let the inmates run the asylum. We can't have the inmates running the prison yard or the prison. That's just that's kind of like old school mentality talking that you're hearing from Bob McNair. Now, a lot of people want to point out that he's a racist. I don't think he's a racist. I just think that's his mentality, and that's the mentality of a lot of owners. Believe it or not, a lot of owners share this mentality, and they talk among themselves this way, okay? Because of the situation that they have with the NFL, okay? The NFL is a owner's league. It's not a player's league. The NBA is a player's league, okay? The MLB is a players league, okay? The NFL is different from all other leagues. The owners pretty much control not only the money, but the power, the platform, and yes, the direction, the voice, and all of that. It's quite seldom where an NFL player has his platform where he can discuss things, okay? That's not how it's done in the NFL. If you don't believe me, look at Tom Brady. Even though Tom Brady took the NFL to court and got an injunction where he could stay on the field and help the Patriots, at the end of the day, he still got suspended, okay? The NFL is not set up the same way like the NBA. And a lot of athletes in the NFL see that. That's why they want to sit down and talk to the owners and and basically talk to the owners and tell them their point of view, their side of the view, their side of the situation. They want the owners to understand that a lot of them are still in those environments. Not because of they can't move anywhere else, but they're so committed in their environment where they used to play high school football, college football. They're still imprinted in those markets and in those sectors of in those environments, okay? So A lot of players want to have a platform where they can talk to the owners, and they don't want the owners to put a rule in place where you're forcing NFL players to stand for the national anthem. That's not a good look for the NFL. That's not necessarily a good look for the owners. It's just not a good look for nobody, okay? And nobody wins in a situation like that. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One, and I am you, Shaw.